Hello and welcome. So today I'm going to have a go at the Times quick cryptic crossword, and this is being published on Monday the 18th of November 2024, and it's been set by Teazel. Now, just had a look back at my records, and my last two Teazel puzzles, the last one was a 39 minutes that just scraped under 40 minutes, and I failed on one of the words. I'd put a wrong answer in somewhere, or at the end, I can't remember. And the one before that was 26 minutes. So um, my string of 7 in a row bad Mondays has a chance of not being great here. The only good thing about having someone like this is I'm probably going to take a lot longer and therefore not be rushing to finish um, of bunging answers. So who knows? It might be the 8th week of fail in a row, but I'm just going to reset the timer and crack on. Spear a fish. Um, but a fish. I can think of cod. Hake. In emergency, driver may use this for a change. Something about gear. First gear, fourth gear, fifth gear, reverse gear, gear pedal. Big league of countries, initially with common interests. Big league of countries. Big league countries with common interests. I kind of wanted that to be the UN. I think a big league, common interests. Nope. Tremor following second white wine. Tremor second white. I've got no feel what to do with white unless it's what actually is a white wine. Rise rapidly and so far heartlessly. Rise rapidly and so far heartlessly. So heartlessly would normally be take the letters out of something, but far gives me an FR, so hasn't got any letters to take the middle out of. Rise rapidly is to boon, don't know really. Suppose we hear hotel by Yorkshire River is a small one, so how's the river ooze? Hotel is an H, supposed. So I think that's going in house, isn't it? River is a small one, some kind of house. Supposed. Guest house. Guest. Okay, hurrah. Hurrah, we've got one. Liquor salesman who avoids all duties. Liquor salesman who avoids all duties. No. Fruit but no starter for all. For all is each and peach, I think. I'm not sure for all is each. One each, one all, one for all. Not sure about that really. British have no charm. This is diabolical. British is normally a B, but it doesn't at least mean a lot to go on with. Unless there's an anagram there. No charm. Something about devil or devil. Lucky. Luckless. Old fellow's country. Oman. Reader of lesson always carries gun. Always could be EER. Carries gun. Rifleman. Appreciates lodgings. Digs. Okay, that one I have seen a few times to get that. Okay, so we're looking. Okay, in the southeast corner. I see home has one grand toilet. Okay, so that's surely an igloo, isn't it? Key slang for snail. Key slang for snail. Key slang for snail. Take that S out. Snail. Key. Key could be a musical key, probably. I must leave Toledo area for Englishman's home. They say castle. Why is that castle? Englishman's home is a castle. Why is that? I must leave Toledo area. Cast. Buh. I think I've got no idea why that is castle. Feel sorry for rook and heron. Feel sorry for rook. Rook is a chess piece as well as a bird. Heron is obviously a bird. It's regret, isn't it? So rook is the R notation in chess. And feel sorry is to regret. Story, young girl lisped. Laugh. Laugh. Tail. Story. Tharga. Lisped. I'm assuming lisped means I need to pronounce it badly. And therefore a young girl, which is a laugh. Saga. Myth. Okay. Cut out PE without a sign of hesitation. Cut out PE without a sign of gosh. A sign of hesitation is a or an so that's outside of or cut out is to what's PE doing? AUM. PE is it's normally doing exercises kind of thing, isn't it? Weaken, to cut a long story short. There's the saga. That's useful to go through. Officially noted as available to play on record. Okay, fair enough. Try a story number 1. Try a story number 1. Tries to test. Try a story number 1 would be number 1 like that, but doesn't really give me much inspiration. The one is me, isn't it? Or me or I. Story. A story. Try. Can't see where that's going. Very bad feelings in university in Eastern New York. Cool. Is that ENY? Or is it actually an Eastern University? Very bad feelings is and then put an E. Eastern New York. No, hang on. Who knows? Look with astonishment at this box. That must be Goggle, mustn't it? Goggle box. Okay. What's this? Clang. A resounding noise as family. Essentially, yes. Okay, so clan with a G from the middle letter of essential letter of argue. Huge nation lacking a feature. Chin. China. Losing an A to get to chin. Okay, the bottom half looks a bit nicer. This must be some kind of black magic. Black magic, there we are. This one? This is the owner of a gun, wasn't it? Reader of lesson always carries gun. Could be rifle. Let's just try putting rifle in there, which will go there. Rifle. Always is ever, so maybe not. What about ever? Ever. Evildoer? Evildoer, I don't think so. That would allow me to do me there though, wouldn't it? Try a tale, a story, tale. Number 1. Reader of lesson. Always carries gun. I think that's an E actually, and then carries gun is a. Okay, let's look at this one here actually with the double GE. So that's a bootlegger, isn't it? Liquor salesman, bootlegger, who avoids all. If that's legger, and I think it is, then that becomes Eastern New York. In university, very bad feelings. In university in Eastern New York, that'd be an EMY. I don't know what that is though, if that's the case. If that's bootlegger, I'm not so convinced it is now, but if that can't be, that would be a T, wouldn't it? Bootlegger. Avoids all duties, so liquor salesman. I mean, bootleggers are more the people who run stuff than. Okay, let's have a look at this again. Spear of fish. What's this one? Big league of countries initially with common interest. Well, it'd be clan, but we've already got clan down there, so big league of countries. Block. Okay, it's literally the initial letters of that big league of countries. Very good. Okay. Rise rapidly, and so far. Rise rapidly. Boom, and so far. If that was boom, I'm not sure it is, but if that was boom, what word would be so far? I think that's what I need. I need to think of a word so far is up until now, and then lose the middle letters. This one, tremor, earthquake. No, not earthquake. Following second white wine. This is in emergency. Driver may use this for a change. Brake. What is that? Tyre, spare tyre. Okay. Oh, that kind of change. Okay, spare tyre. Fair enough. So what are we doing here now? If I can get to 3 down. There it is, 3 down. No, I'm going to have to draw this clue. There it is. Key slang for escargot there. Escargot. Okay. That T is in place. And that's an or. Rise rapidly is to so far. Oh, saw. Literally so far without the F in it. There we go. Spear. A fish. Eyed. A fish. Aid. Spear. Don't think that spear is aid. Gonna have to come back to that one then. Tremor. After shock. After's hock, I suppose. Yeah, following after. Okay, yep. After S hock. Cut out. PE with sign of. Cut out PE, so that's excuse, isn't it? Without a sign of hesitation. Cut out. PE. Excise, maybe. Exercise. Ah, yes. Exercise without the ER in it. Okay, so actually 11 minutes and down to my last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Assuming that is castle, which I think it has to be. Castile. The Toledo area is Castile without an I in it. I get it now. Very bad feelings. I'm not sure. Okay. I think it has to be bootlegger, in which case that's an O. Try a story is number 1. N-O. Reader of lessons. Reader of lessons, sorry. So I'm kind of thinking, is that the person in church? Reader of lesson. Always carries gun. I think it has to be a word for always, which I would have thought is air or ever. Oh, ever. Evil. Which makes gun I something L, which really isn't anything I know. So then I think always could be ER in the poetic form, in which case that's a pistol, isn't it? Epistola. Okay, that makes sense. Reason, yeah, the epistles is the person. Epistle is a message. Very bad feelings in New York, Eastern New York. MIT. No, that can't be right. So if that's E for bootlegger, which I don't know it is, but if it is, very bad feelings. Eastern New York. Well, okay, so if it's actually the university in Eastern New York, which I don't think it is, but if it is, that's enmity, actually, isn't it? N-M-I-T-Y, enmity. Okay, good. I think it has to be bootlegger, the way it's going. Avoids all duties, bootlegger. Don't really understand what it is if it is. So this is try a story. Something O, something L, something E, which is story is a try a story. Story's a tale. Number one is me, I think. Volume, not volume. Try a story. I'm going to put boots in there just to help me see that that really is what I need to be working around. Story's a lie. Try is go. The one in a football team is a goalie. Okay, so that just leaves this one in the corner at 15 minutes, which spear. I'm going to take the B out there. A fish. Fish is normally eyed. I don't feel like I'm going anywhere looking at these. And also a fish would be an-eyed, wouldn't it? So that wouldn't really a fish. So once again, it looks like my week of my run of Monday disasters is going to be completed again, isn't it? I'm really not thinking here. So why fish, spear? Why? Okay. Right, rhyme, right. Time for... I'm assuming those vowels are not good. Pike. There we are. Pike is what I was looking for. Block. Hurrah! 1642. Hurrah! At last, a Monday solve in 1642. Okay, that's good. I mean, I think my general average is about 15 minutes, so that isn't too bad. Let's go through those clues then, because that was a little bit complex in places. So, a pike is a kind of spear. So, pike, you see them, sort of thing that medieval people carried around as spears. Soldiers carried, and a pike is a type of fish. We've got a cryptic clue here. So in an emergency, the driver may use a spare tyre for a change. They change the tyre. Although in modern cars you don't necessarily get a spare tyre anymore. A big league of countries initially, so literally big league of countries. Initial letter of that is block, and they've got common interests. A tremor is an aftershock. So after an earthquake you get aftershocks, and following is after. Second is S, and white wine is hock. Rise rapidly is to soar, and then literally so far, heartlessly, take the F out of so far, gives you soar. Supposed we hear, so we've got a sound like of guessed. So if I guess that was right. Yeah, I guess that was right. Supposed, yeah, guessed in this sense, sound like. Hotel is H, and they're by a Yorkshire river, so the Yorkshire River is the Ouse, and we get the hotel is a small one, so a guest house. I don't really understand this one. A liquor salesman who avoids all duties. Oh, yes, I do. Yes. So, a liquor salesman who avoids all duties. Duties not in the sense of work to do. Duties as in the sense of taxes. So, yeah, if you bootleg liquor, then you're avoiding taxes. Avoiding all duties. Fruit initially is peach, but no starter. Take the peach off gives us for all. So, it's for each and every one of us. All of us. British have no charm. So, British B, lack magic, and black magic is diabolical. Old is O, fellow is man, country, Oman is a country. The reader of a lesson must be an epistolar, so the epistles were messages, I think. I'm not very good at knowing this biblical stuff, but always, in poetic senses, air, E-E-R, so ever without the V in it, air, E apostrophe E-R. Always. Carrying gun, which is a pistol. And I've got a double definition here. So if you appreciate something, you dig it. I dig that, man. Bit of a 60s phrase, I think. And your lodgings are digs, which is also a bit of a 60s phrase, really. We've got an igloo, which is an icy home, and one grand is IG, and a toilet is a loo. What we've got? Key is E, slang escargot for snail. Escargot. I mean, snail is definitely French for escargot. I assume the key is E. What escargot is and slang have got to do with anything, I have got no idea. I must leave Toledo area. So the Toledo area we're looking for is Castile. So if you take the I out of Castile, you end up with castle, which is an Englishman's home, they say. Yeah, if you sort of feel sorry for someone, if you feel sorry, you regret something. And rook is an R in chess notation, and heron is a type of egret. Egrets come up a lot in crosswords. The only reason I know of them. A story is a myth, and a young girl lisp is if we think of miss and we then make it into a lisp, it becomes myth. Cut out is to excise. P is exercise, but take out the ER without a sign of hesitation, so lose the middle ER from exercise. If something weakens, it sags, and cut a long story short, so a saga without the A. Officially noted is on record, and as available to play. Officially noted as available to play on record. On record, I suppose. If you record something, then it becomes available to play, I suppose. Try a story. So try is a go. If you have a go at something, you have a try. A, and then a story is a lie. And number one in a football team is a goalie, or at least it used to be. Very bad feelings. Very bad feelings is enmity. And university is MIT, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, which is in Massachusetts. And misdirection is actually it's in Eastern New York here, so E and then N and then the Y, E and Y. Yeah, the goggle box. So goggle box is an old name for tellies. So if you look with astonishment, you goggle and you goggle at the goggle box. Resounding noise is a clang. Family is a clan. And essentially argue says take the essential letter of argue, the middle letter G. And finally, a huge nation is China. Lacking the A, take the A off, gives you chin, which is a feature. So there we go. All done, 1642. Glad to finally get a Monday solve. Thanks for watching.